I'm sorry. I wish I could have been here a little sooner.
Well, I know that you had an important photo assignment this morning.
Yeah, I just hope some of those pictures turned out and they're in focus and everything. I couldn't keep my mind on my work. Hey, are you all right?
Yeah.
I wish there was something more I could do for you. That's why I came by to let you know that if there's anything you need, I'm right here.
I appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a lot to me.
Any idea how long she'll be in surgery?
No. If only I had believed her when she said that Nicky Smith was gone forever.
Clint, it's not your fault that you had an aneurysm.
Well, but my lack of faith couldn't have helped her condition any.
But you don't know that.
No, but I know that she wouldn't have turned to Tom Dennison in there if I had given her the trust and the support that she needed. And if anything happens to her,
Clint, please stop talking like this, all right? It's not going to change anything. Believe me, I should know. Look, I even beaten myself up over the fact that I didn't believe Tina when she told me that she was pregnant. If I had, she never would have gone down to Buenos Aires with Max Holden, then she'd be alive and well and with us here today. Hell, she'd probably be driving us crazy, worrying about Vicky right now. But what's done is done, and we have both got to accept that.
Nobody believed Tina, Cord. But that was her fault, not yours.
Yeah, that sounds real good in theory, Clint, but it's real hard to keep that guilt down.
Yes, I reckon I'll spend the rest of my life with Lion.
Oh, come on, Clint. Look, I came here to give you some support and cheer you up, not make you feel worse. How Kevin and Joey taking all this?
Well, they had some questions at breakfast this morning, but they're doing okay. In fact, you know, little Joey told me not to worry. He said that his mommy said that this was going to be a piece of cake.
That lady of yours is something else, Clint. And I know that when she gets her memory back after this operation, your marriage is going to be perfect, just like it was before.
What if it's my last half hour on Earth?
Vicky, please.
I don't know why anybody doesn't want me to talk about this.
Because it hurts, that's why. Besides, why tempt fate?
My survival is not going to hinge on my discussion of it, you know.
Why? I'd just rather think about you in the recovery room, coming out of the anesthetic.
When I have the world's largest headache, huh?
And opening up those beautiful blue eyes, looking at me and saying, "Hi, Tom."
And then what?
Well, that's going to depend on your memory, isn't it?
Oh, Tom, you think I'm going to be appalled by my former feelings for you, and you think I'm not going to be able to look you in the eye. But I think I'm still going to want to be with you.
No sense in going on until she's stabilized.
How's the fluid intake?
Adequate. Okay, fellas, we're winning the battle. BP's 100 over 70.
Don't give up now, Vicky. We got a long way to go yet.
She's stabilized.
Okay, let's get to that aneurysm and get out of here as quickly as we can.
Sorry for the inconvenience, but we really do appreciate your patience, and the renovations will be over very soon.
Well, good luck. And don't worry about it, it's fine.
That's all right. Soon. Very soon.
Very
soon.
Hey, how's it going?
Don't ask until next week. Look, I'll see you a little later.
It's coming along. It's not as fast as I'd like it to be, but I think we're going to be done on schedule. Where have you been? Atlantic City. Yeah, did you clean up the casinos?
No, but at least I didn't lose my shirt like Delilah Garrettson did.
Delilah was at the casino?
Uh-huh. She lost a bundle, let me tell you. She may be one gorgeous lady, but she's a reckless gambler. She was up $200,000 at this one point. I told her, pack it in, but no, she wouldn't listen to me, and bang, she lost it just like that. I'm telling you. I was down $100,000 at one point myself till Lady Luck started running my way.
$100,000? What kind of brother are you anyway?
You got all these big bucks to throw away on a ranch in Argentina and throw away in the casino in Atlantic City, but you can't come and help me out when I need you.
Well, I didn't have big bucks when I went down to Argentina. I just had enough to buy the ranch, but things worked out better than I thought. Hey, look, come on. I'll split my stake with you.
Oh, no way.
No, come on. Look, gambling is not going to get my mind off of Tina, so I'm not going to try it anymore, all right? Here, how much you need for the ranch?
Nothing, especially from you.
Well, come on, take it all.
Look, I sold the homestead, all right? It's gone.
When did you do that?
Just after you took off for Argentina.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Steve.
Yeah, well, forget it. I'm doing all right here in Landview.
Just like me to foul things up, huh? Too little, too late?
Yeah, that's the way it's always been.
Damn, I just can't win with you, can I?
The obvious, Dorian, but your insinuations are outrageous.
Your perjury on the witness stand was outrageous.
Everything I said was true.
The truth is, you were trying to split Vicky and Clint even further apart.
You know, given your past history, I just can't imagine why you've appointed yourself as her protector. And I can assure you, she doesn't need to be protected from me. And by the way, I am hardly throwing myself at Clint.
Oh, please, you've been doing that ever since you came to Landview. You used to be more subtle about it, though. Ever since Vicky lost her memory, however, you've pulled out all the stops.
Why don't you mind your own business?
I've been trying to do that. But I can no longer stand by silently while you try and take advantage of that man. Nor, well, poor Vicky is in there fighting for her life.
If you knew that man at all, you would know that he makes up his own mind about everything, especially his friends. Get out of my way, Dorian.
I'm not finished yet.
I am. I am not going to stand here and take your abuse. I would like to talk to my son.
Why in the world hasn't your son come to talk to you?
It doesn't take too much intelligence to see that he is involved with his father.
Ah, could it be, though, that he's found out that you lied about Tina?
I beg your pardon.
You knew that she was pregnant before she left for South America. Yet you managed to keep the information from Cord. You've been a busy lady. You must be exhausted.
You are truly insufferable. I don't know how anybody can be so hateful and so mean.
Oh, please, save the phony tears, will you? You're going to need them when Vicky pulls through this and she and Clint reconcile. Of course, you're hoping that she'll die, aren't you, to make things a lot easier for you. But I wouldn't count on it, Maria.
Oh, my God, I would never wish Vicky dead. I just don't want her amnesia cured. If she remembers I was Allison's accomplice in Jessica's kidnapping, Please, don't let her remember anything.
How's Vicky doing?
Well, we don't know. They haven't given us any information so far.
Oh, well, then things must be going well. No news is good news, isn't that what they say?
Well, I wish that were true.
It's going to be all right. I know it is.
Oh, yeah? Well, why do I get this feeling, Wanda, that she is slowly slipping away from me?
You're talking. My Vinny, if he were here, he would say, okay, Tom, can the dark thoughts. Vicky is a fighter, and when she fights, she wins.
Tell me, Wanda, was your Benny always right?
He thought so.
Was he very close to Vicky?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were like family.
Yeah.
Her sister married Vinny's brother, that's Larry, and we were always very close, and we always took care of each other. And but just like Larry now is taking care of Vicky.
Sure, that's nice. It's very nice. I envy that. Nothing like having a sort of close family, is there? I often wish Mary Lynn had a brother or a sister.
Did your wife want more children? Oh, please forgive me. I'm sorry.
No. I wasn't thinking about my wife, actually.
Well, maybe someday you'll tell me about her.
Some of this information about aneurysms and their treatment is pretty encouraging. I wonder if Dad knows about all of this.
Well, probably since he was in New York when Vicky had the test done.
Yeah. He couldn't sleep a wink last night. I heard him down here pacing the floor. There wasn't anything I could do for him. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
What do you think about my father being in love with Vicky?
Well, she's a wonderful woman. Who wouldn't be in love with her?
That's not what I meant.
Mary Lynn, she's separated from Clint. She made that perfectly clear at the courtroom that she didn't want to be married to him.
But what if this operation restores her memory and she chooses to go back to Clint?
Maybe she won't.
I knew them when they were happy, Rick. I know my father's going to be hurt. She's the first woman he's cared about since my mother. And I feel as though I'm adding to his problems by questioning him about my mother's death.
You have a right to know what happened.
I feel so guilty about doubting his word. Especially since it was an ex-convict who started all of my doubts.
All right, in my opinion, I think Squeak Sheldon has an axe to grind. And your dad's his target.
But what does that have to do with my mother?
I think only your dad can answer that question.
I know. But I keep thinking he's not telling me the whole truth.
What about the death certificate? Did you write to Austin, Texas about that?
Cassie's checking it out for me. Her father is the DA, and she's working for John Russell now. So she has a lot of contacts.
When will she know anything?
Well, I was hoping she'd hear something by today, but she hasn't called.
So that's why you've been staying around this house all day. Come on, let's get out of here. You can phone her when she gets back. Come on, a little exercise will clear your head.
Hi. Missy, did you find out something? Well, I do have some information for you.
Hi.
Hi. Well, Mary Lynn, maybe we should talk about this privately. Whatever you have to say, you can say in front of Rick.
Okay, I see the circle of Willis. And there's the aneurysm. Arising from the anterior cerebral artery. It appears to be about 2 centimeters in diameter.
Do you see any others?
No. Let's prepare a clip. How we doing, Fred?
BP 100 over 60 and holding.
Very nice work, John. We're doing quite well on time, also.
Sometimes, as the aneurysm enlarges, it develops a narrow neck and can therefore be clipped across the base.
We got lucky this time, huh?
I'm getting some PVCs.
Now keep an eye on them. We're almost finished closing. Okay, let's get her back to neuro.
I'm getting a 10-beat run of VTAC, heart rate 180. I'm giving her lidocaine. I can't reverse her.
Oh, my God.
You hot?
No, but Clint, if you want to go outside and get some fresh air, I'll go with you.
What the hell's going on in there? Must be trouble.
Now, wait, don't start imagining things. If there were trouble, Larry would come out here and tell us, right?
Yeah, if he could get away, unless he couldn't leave.
Hey, now Vicky is going to be just fine. The Buchanan family has had more than its fair share of bad luck so far this year, right? Starting right now today, that's all going to change.
I think I'll walk down to the chapel and have a talk with the big boss. Thanks for being here.
Hang in there, Clint.
Cord, I'm so glad you came down here to be with your father. He needs all the support he can get.
Clint's hurting real bad right now, Ma. I think the only thing that's going to cheer him up is when he finds out that Vicky's going to be all right.
I think you're hurting as much as Clint is. I know you can't stop thinking about Tina. None of us can. Whether you choose to believe that or not, I do feel the same sadness.
Look, I don't want to get into this with
Don't
you,
do
Ma.
this to me, Cord.
You did it to yourself.
If you will put your anger aside for just a moment and let me explain what happened.
Look, I have heard enough.
Fine. If we find out that Vicky is all right, could we please go to dinner?
I'll see.
Cord, I can't stand your being angry with me. I love you very much, and I miss you terribly. This is tearing me apart.
I can't deal with this now.
You're never going to forgive me, are you?
I'm going over to Ace's right now. Kevin and Joey there. I want to see how they're doing. If there's any news on Vicky, just give me a call.
Yes, I will.
Right.
I'll call you right away.
I see a nurse I know. Let me see if I can find out something about Vicky.
Oh, I'm mighty grateful you're helping out with the kids. I was running out of answers for their questions. Kids that age, they don't give up.
Well, to be honest, I need a diversion as much as they do.
That sounds like something Cord would say. You two have a lot in common. I want to ask you a favor.
What is it?
Cord resents my interference in Clint's life.
Mr. Buchanan.
No, first of all, call me Ace, and don't object till you hear me out. I didn't want Clint to ruin his life.
Maybe he wouldn't have ruined his life.
You know, Maria, can you sit there and tell me that that woman is right for my son? No, you can't answer that. You know why? Because you're too honest.
That's a loaded question, Asa. And, I'm not taking the bait.
You know what Cord needs, huh? Right now? Cord needs family. He just lost his wife and an unborn child, and he's on the outs with his mother, which I don't think is so bad. But I want you to convince him that maybe he could soften up on me. I'm not perfect, honey, but I'm not the monster he thinks I am. Would you kind of use your influence? I'd appreciate it.
I agree with you. Cord does need family, but I'm not the one to influence him.
Kate, you are the perfect one.
Trust me, I'm not, and I've got enough trouble warding off my own family's interference in my life. I think you'll have to convince Cord yourself.
What would your parents object to, if I may ask?
Well, it's my grandmother, and, I don't want to discuss it.
Well, you brought it up.
It was a mistake.
If Elizabeth's... Does this have something to do with my grandson, Cord?
I don't want to discuss it, Mr.
No, Kate. She doesn't think Cord's good enough for you, does she? I should have known that uptight society snob would pull the reins in on you.
Hey, we've got the horses ready. Come on, Grandpa.
You cowboys run along with Kate and have a good time. I'll go riding with you tomorrow. Bye, Kate.
You're sure he checked all of the records? He double-checked. There is no death certificate filed in El Paso.
Mary Lynn, the accident could have happened on an interstate. And they could have taken her anywhere nearby, maybe even Mexico.
No. My father's told me 1,000,000 times that my mother died in El Paso.
There has to be some explanation.
The explanation is my father hasn't been honest with me. If there's no death certificate, that means she's alive. Where is she? What is he hiding from me? Why did he make up all those stories?
There's 1,000,001 possibilities, including a clerical error. Why don't you let Cassie do some more checking?
If Squeak hadn't have shown up with that letter, I would have gone right on believing she was dead. But now it's time he told me the truth.
Mary Lynn, don't go off the deep end on this.
I have to know the truth. You said that yourself.
I know I said that, but I think you ought to wait a while before you ask your dad about this.
Mary Lynn, your father is really concerned about Vicky right now. I'm concerned about Vicky, too. But my mother means as much to me as Vicky does. If my father has been lying to me all of these years, I want to know why.
Let me do some more checking.
Why should you do some more checking when my father has the answers? Cassie, if he has nothing to hide, then he'll tell me, and that's it. If he's been dishonest with me, I want to know why. It's better just to deal with it right now.
Hey, you want me to come with you?
No, this is something that I have to deal with myself.
Well, listen, if you need to talk, you just need anything, I'll be here, okay?
Doctor, my wife has been in surgery for hours. I want to know what the hell is going on in there.
What's her name?
Victoria Buchanan. Dr. Graham and Dr. Taylor are operating on her. Larry Wolick is also in there.
I'll check and see what I can find out.
Thank you.
Boluser with bicarbon epi.
freezing V-fib. We've lost pulse and blood pressure.
Fighting each other.
I don't like to fight with you, but we got a whole different set of values.
We were both taught the same things by Mom and Dad. The only difference is attitude. You know, you can't sit around waiting for things to happen. You got to go out and make it happen. That is the trick.
No, the trick is not to hurt everybody while you're doing it.
Steve, that's what I saw the painter. Everything is in sync. Also, Ariel solved all the problems on the east wing of the new building, and I am going to take the changes over to his office right now. Get a few copies.
No, I'll do that, Pam.
All right, but Ariel wants to see you in a half an hour. He wants to go over the changes, and I want to see you right after that, okay?
Okay, boss.
She got a lot of confidence in you, doesn't she?
Yeah, well, she didn't have anybody to fall back on, so I sort of got this job by default.
Hey, come on, don't put yourself down. Oh, hey, be proud of your work. If you weren't doing a good job, she'd fire you.
All right, okay, I'm one hell of a contractor. Actually, the work I did on the homestead is really starting to pay off.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna need a lot of work done on that ranch down in Buenos Aires. You know, once the police give it back after the drug investigation.
You offering me a job?
You interested?
No. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
I think I'm going to stick around here and see what I can do in the building business. Maybe become one of these big-time contractors.
Hey, go for it. Who knows? Hey, when this place is finished, there's going to be a big feather in your cap. You ought to show it off.
That's what Pam says.
Hey, that's a smart lady.
Mm-hmm.
She really likes you.
Yeah, well, the feeling's mutual.
Yeah, and she's so pretty and so rich.
And
you ought to think about getting together with her.
And if she wasn't so pretty and so rich?
So I'm a hustler at heart, okay? What do I say?
I'd say that you're hiding your hurt, Max. The more problems you come up with, the more cynical you get.
Guess my brother knows me pretty well, huh?
Max, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything, especially about Tina.
Yeah, so am I. But I gotta move on. You know, dwelling in the past never helped anyone.
Yeah, I had to learn that too.
I still can't help thinking about how really special life would be if she was still living.
Oh, come on, Max. You always got a lot of beautiful women chasing after you.
Yeah, but Tina never even had to try. She just took my heart away. I tell you, when I found out she was having Cord's baby, it didn't matter. I still wanted to marry her and raise the kid.
I never realized you were so much in love. You know, I just thought it was another scam. Look, I'm sorry. Want to have a beer or something?
No. But hey, thanks. You better get back to work. We can have a beer some other time.
All right.
I keep calling the hospital. They won't give me any information.
Asa, there's no information to give. Vicky's still in surgery.
I bet old Clint's climbing the walls.
Yeah, he's really on the rack.
Maybe I should go over there.
Well, Asa, there's nothing you can do over there. In fact, if you hightail it out of here, the kids are going to think that there's something wrong.
You're right. I can pray here as well as I can in some hospital.
Right.
Hey, Clint!
Hey, guys, how you doing? Heard you out riding on the North Range, huh? How was that?
Good. How's Mom?
Well, she's doing just fine. Your daddy wanted to stay over at the hospital for a little bit so that when your mom comes out of the operation, you can have a nice little talk with her.
Sounds good to me, guys.
Hey, cowboys, what do you say we wrestle up some hot chocolate?
Oh, come on. That'll be great. Hey, get something cord, too, huh?
Okay. Thank you for your help. Do not let your grandma push you around.
Oh, don't worry. I'll stand my ground.
You sure you don't want to change your mind?
No. I know how concerned he is about Vicky, but I have to do this. Dad?
Mary Lynn, what are you doing here, honey?
I need to talk to you.
Oh, it seems there was a slight complication earlier, but they've taken care of that. That's about all I know right now.
It's optimistic, isn't it?
Well, Look, Mary, Lynn, you don't want to wait here, do you, honey? Wouldn't you be more comfortable at home?
I have to ask you about something. I need to know about my mother.
Mary Lynn, this is neither the time nor the place for questions about your mother. I almost gotten into you. Why would you come here now for that? How concerned I am about...
pulse now. BP is low but steady.
Repeat bicarb, Effie. She's not converting.
Larry, don't worry about me. I'm fine. It's so peaceful here. I feel so free, as if I'm floating on an ocean of clouds. I have no pain, I have no fear. I've never been so tranquil, so at peace.
I've got no pulse, no BP. We're losing her again.
Come on, Vicky. Fight. Don't quit now.
My grandmother has just announced that Sanders Enterprises is sponsoring an archaeological dig in Egypt.
Why? I mean, what's in it for them?
Well, good PR, free publicity, and free trip for me.
Oh, you're going to go with?
Well, I don't know. I'm certainly tempted. It's somewhere I've always dreamed about going.
Oh.
But, I don't know. Something that doesn't feel right about it.
Well, what's the problem?
Timing, for one thing. I don't quite trust my grandmother's motives either. She seems to want to get me out of town, and the further away and the longer I stay, the better.
How long would you be gone?
A year.
Whoa.
My grandmother's very concerned about our friendship.
She doesn't like me, huh?
Oh, she's never liked anyone I've been interested in, so don't take it personally. I just can't stand when she tries to put one of her numbers on me.
Kate, is that the only reason you're not going?
Well, damn it, I don't like to be manipulated.
Yeah, I know. But, Kate, if this is one of your all-time dreams, what do you care what her motives are?
Are you saying you want me to go?
No. Kate, I'm not saying that I want you to go. This is your decision, not mine.
I'm not saying I want you to make the decision for me. I'm just asking you how you feel.
I think it's a great opportunity.
That's what my grandmother says.
Look, Kate, maybe you better ask yourself this question, huh? Maybe, look, if you don't go, are you going to regret it for the rest of your life?
Wouldn't it bother you if I just picked up and went to Egypt for a year?
Damn it, yeah, it would bother me, Kate. I would hate that. But I can't ask you to back out on one of your dreams. I'd hate that, too.
Well, I have some other dreams that I'm going to hold on to. So I think I'll stick around a while.
Bucky, you look so tired.
Oh, okay.
Here, I brought you some coffee.
No, thanks. I don't want it.
Flat line again, no BP. Paddles.
Don't bother with that, Doctor. You don't need your help anymore.
They set it for 200.
Clear? No change, Ken. The line is still flat.
Oh, my God.
Clear.
Hello, Victoria. Who are you? Another doctor?
No, I'm your guide and your friend. My name is Virgil.
Can you help me, Virgil? I can't get the doctors to understand, but I'm all right.
They'll know soon. Come, follow me. It's your time, Victoria. It's your time.
Clear.
Oh, nurse, is there any word?
Not yet, Mr. Buchanan.
It's been hours. Something must have gone wrong, or they would have been out by now.
As soon as we hear something, I'll let you know. Try not to worry.
Try not to worry. She must be kidding.
Even minor surgery can take a long time.
Yes, but something bad must have happened. I know it. Something has happened, Maria.
I am sure Dr. Taylor is doing everything he can.
Yes, but is it enough? I'm just happy the boys aren't here. I hope nobody says anything to them.
Well, look, why don't I get back to Aces and check up on them, and then I can call you later and let you know how they're doing.
Honey, you are going to come through this. Our family has more than paid their share of dues.
Well, I hope you're right. I pray you're right. But just in case things don't quite turn out that way, I have a request.
Anything you want.
Clint, please don't ever let Maria Roberts take over as mother to our children.
Clint? Clint, I'll call you as soon as I get there.
Maria, wait.
Flat line again, no BP. Pedals.
Don't bother with that, Doctor. I don't need your help anymore.
It's set up for 200. Clear?
No change, Ken. The line is still flat.
Oh, my God.
Clear.
Hello, Victoria.
Who are you? Another doctor?
No, I'm your guide and your friend. My name is Virgil.
Can you help me, Virgil? I can't get the doctors to understand, but I'm all right.
They'll know soon. Come, follow me. It's your time, Victoria. It's your time.
Clear.
Come. But I don't know you. This is just a dream, you see. When I wake up, you'll be gone, and everything will be as it was.
Nothing will ever be like it was. Your hand, Victoria. It's time.
No, it must be a dream. I can pinch myself. I can make myself wake up.
There's a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born and a time... Well, you'll see. Come along, Victoria.
We just heard. Clint, how's Vicky?
Well, I wish someone would tell me. The operation's going smoothly, right?
Oh, yes, of course. It's just that the doctors haven't had a chance to give us a progress report.
I know what you're going through, Clint. Is there anything at all we can do?
No, just your being here is a big help. You know, with every passing minute, I start imagining all sorts of things.
I keep telling him that no operation is ever easy.
And remember, Vicky, she's got a lot of strength and determination to live.
You better believe it. She's going to be back to her old self and lugging the kids around the zoo.
You two are trying real hard to make me look on the bright side, aren't you?
Clint, she is going to pull through. I can feel it in my heart.
Listen to her, Clint.
I'll do my best.
Look, you need to talk. We won't be far away, all right?
Clint, you started to say something before. Did you want me to say something to the children?
No, Maria. The thing is, I don't think you should go to Ace's place at all.
Oh, you don't?
No, I prefer that you stayed here with me.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks? For what?
For wanting me at your side at the most crucial time of your life.
Oh, Maria, the point...
Oh, no, I know. I know it's difficult for you to stay with Vicky in the operating room fighting for her life, but I'll always be here for you, Bucky. Whenever you need me, I'll be here.
Come along, Victoria.
I thought I knew every part of this hospital, but I've never been in this corridor before. What happened to the operating room?
So many questions. They'll all be answered in due time. But we must keep going.
No, wait. There's something wrong. The light.
Yeah. Change in atmosphere takes some getting used to. But most people adjust very quickly.
Most people? Oh, then I'm not the first to come this way.
Oh, no, there have been others. Many, many others. This is no time to chat. You don't want to fall behind schedule.
Where are Tom and Clint? Where are my family and friends?
You don't need them anymore.
Oh, but I do. They're my life.
They were your life.
No. Oh, I know. It's the anesthesia. That's what's causing this dream.
Why does everyone always think it's a dream? Don't fight it, Victoria. We're going to a place where there's no struggle, no disappointment, and no despair. A place of peace.
Nurse, are you sure the...
I'm sorry, Mr. Dennison. There's still no word.
Thank you.
Tom, what are you doing here?
Oh, Clint's in the waiting room, Rafe, and, you know how upset he gets when I'm around, so I thought I'd stake out my own little area to face him.
I've been so worried about Vicky and Clint. I didn't think about how tough this must be on you.
Oh, I'm okay. Okay.
Is that why you keep glancing at your watch?
I don't hide my feelings very well, is that it?
There's no reason you should. You have every right to be worried about Vicky.
There are a lot of people around here who don't believe that.
Well, a lot of people would rather prejudge a man than take the time to get to know him.
You surprised me, Rafe. I thought you'd feel like the rest of the Buchanans. It'd be much better if I just up and disappeared.
Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not crazy about how close you and Vicky have become. But I've seen enough to know that you're not a homewrecker.
Well, I'm glad somebody thinks so.
What I think is that you're a darn nice guy who's gotten himself into a situation that's nobody's fault.
It's more than that, Rafe. I won't kid you. Next to my daughter, Vicky's the most important thing in my life.
I understand. These things have a way of working themselves out. But I guess you better prepare yourself for the fact that once Vicky's aneurysm is cured and she gets her memory back...
I know.
Well, no matter what happens, at least you'll be able to get on with the rest of your life. You and Vicky and Clint, too.
I appreciate the kind words, Rafe. I really do. It means a lot to me, particularly since it comes from a Buchanan.
I just hate to see three decent people caught up in something that ends up hurting everybody. I mean, love's supposed to be good for you, right? Not the other way around.
Spoken like a happily married man.
Oh, yeah, we're working on it.
Oh, come on. You and Delilah are two happiest people I've ever known.
Yeah, when we see each other.
Oh, I see. Police business interferes, right?
Guess again. A couple of weeks ago, my beautiful wife got it into her head that she was bored. What did I do? Tell her to increase her business.
She took you up on it.
Yeah, it serves me right, too. She was the one always complaining that I was the one spending all my time on the job. Now, she works till midnight. I get the leftovers in the microwave.
You know, I'd feel sorry for you, Rafe, but right now I think you're the luckiest man in the world.
Well, I think we could both use some coffee. Waiter?
Delilah, I do not have a lot of time.
It'll just take a minute, really.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we have 2 coffees, please?
Certainly. Honey, I don't want to be rude. Could we get to the point?
First, tell me, how are Joey and Kevin doing? Do they know about Vicky's operation?
Well, they were told she's going to have minor surgery. Look, I've got to get back to the hospital. But you sounded so urgent on the phone is the only reason I stopped by.
Okay, you know about my plans to expand my business.
Yes. What is the problem?
Well, the problem is, and I'm embarrassed to tell you, is... Well, the first order for my New York buyer is much bigger than I expected.
Well, that's good news, not bad news.
Well, it's good and it's bad. To meet the demand, I have to expand my factory, and I need a lot more money. I mean, a lot.
Yeah, so?
So I remembered the last time that we spoke, you offered to invest in my company, and, well, I was wondering if the offer still stands.
That's it?
I know it's not a lot of money to you, but it would make all the difference to me.
I am willing to talk finance, Delilah, not now.
But I have to do this now. The buyer is waiting for the shipment as soon as possible.
Then the buyer's going to have to wait. I mean, as much as I love you, I've got more things in my mind to deal with.
I know you're worried about Vicky, and so am I, but I have to do this quickly.
Delilah, honey, until Vicky's out of the woods, I can't even think about business. Now, I've got to get to the hospital right away. We'll talk later in the week.
But Asa, it'll be too late then.
Your coffee, man?
Forget the coffee, just bring me some poison or something.
Delilah, things can't be possibly as bleak as that.
Fine.
Leave the coffee, Rob. I'll join the lady if that's all right with the lady. Well, I couldn't help seeing that lost look on your face, and such a pretty face it is. Let me see if I can't do something to put a smile on it.
Come on, Ken. If we don't get our heart started, we're going to lose it for sure.
Let's try more bicarb. 2 ampules.
2 amps bicarb.
Pulse and pressure, quick.
No change, Doctor.
Give me the paddles again.
I've got a 200 left.
Keep it to 200 watt seconds.
200, 200. Clear.
Vicky, come on, honey. Don't quit on us now.
Don't quit on me now, Victoria. You've still got a long way to go.
Please let me rest for a minute.
It's life that weighs you down. Once you reach our destination, the weight will be lifted.
Listen to me, Virgil.
No more talking. We're already late.
I'm frightened. I'm worried about Tom and the children in my house. Everything and everyone that I hold dear.
They're no longer your concern.
Oh, that light, it's so bright.
What did I tell you?
But it's too bright, it's blinding me.
You'll get used to it. Everybody does.
No, I don't want to get used to it. I want to go back. Tom, help me. Larry, Dr. Brian, Miss Vicky, where are you?
It worked.
Well, I might seem a little bit lost, but things have never been better, really.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I guess you don't even have any interest in hearing my good news.
Good news?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can always use some good news.
All right. Since you were such a sensation at Lonigan's department store in New York, I became very encouraged, so I took another shot. Guess what?
Charles, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did. Fletcher Newman. He's an old friend of mine who just happens to own an entire chain of boutiques in some of the most fashionable malls throughout the country.
You told him about my design?
Better than that, I sold him. He wants to meet with you right away. Delilah, your designs are going to be hanging in shops from here to San Diego in a matter of months. Come on, I didn't expect fireworks and hip hip hooray, but I did think I'd at least get the smile I'm looking for.
Charles, I can't thank you enough for talking to your friend about me, but I can't do this.
Oh, come on, Delilah. This is the timid lady that I met earlier. No. You wowed him in New York, and you will do the same thing with Fletcher Newman.
Trying to fill the order for Lonigan's is practically killing me. Charles, I can't handle any more.
Oh, wait a minute, Delilah. The last time we spoke, you told me that you were planning to expand so that you could meet the new demand.
Yeah, well, planning is one thing, and making it happen is something else.
Oh, but you told me that you had enough backing.
Not enough. My estimate came up a little bit short.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, it came up a lot short, and after what I had... And after reviewing my finances, I just don't have enough money.
Seems to me that it's not just money you need, Delilah. It seems to me what you need is a financial partner.
Oh, partners would be great, but where am I going to find one?
Well, you can either go shopping around and strike out, or you can look right here.
You?
Yes, me. I haven't always been an ambassador. I made a lot of money, as a matter of fact, investing in venture capital such as your business. And I happen to think you're going to have a very successful business.
You think so? You're not just saying that?
I am not just saying that. Look at it objectively. Right now, you have orders, very high profit orders that you can't even fill, right?
Well, I'm trying to fill them.
I know, and you will fill them. And when you do, you'll be able to pay me back for anything that I might have to spend to expand your facility, get new equipment, and hire more personnel.
Partners, me and Ambassador Sanders.
And why not? Delilah, I have to leave. I have an appointment. So why don't we continue this discussion, well, let's say over dinner later, someplace quiet where we can iron out the details? How about my home? Mother would love to see you again.
I don't know what to say, Charles.
Say 8 o'clock. I'll have the cook prepare something special, something befitting our new partnership.
I wanted to do this on my own.
Don't feel badly about that. Everyone needs a hand up from time to time. We'll be partners. Right down the middle, split it 50-50, no strings.
You make it sound absolutely irresistible.
So don't resist it.
It's not as if I'm not thrilled. I am, I really am, but
But you want to think about it a little while, maybe talk to Rafe about it. I understand that.
Can I get back to you?
Of course. Call me in a couple of days when you've made up your mind. I'll put Fletcher Newman on hold, but you call me either way. Okay?
I will.
We have a deal?
We do.
Okay.
See what I mean? She has not stopped holding his arms for the last 20 minutes.
Hey, come on. Man's worried sick about his wife. What's wrong if he leans on a friend?
Well, from here, I'm not sure who is leaning on whom.
Come on. A little walk might help you get rid of some of this tension.
Maria, nothing is going to make me relax until I find out that Vicky is all right.
You're right. We'll stay right here.
I just don't understand what makes Maria so determined.
Well, when it comes to love, some people find it very hard to let go.
Speak of the devil.
You knew he was going to be here. You just be nice.
How you doing, son?
We're still waiting for word.
I can see that. Maria, if you don't mind, I would like a couple of words with Clint.
Well,
Maria, why don't you take that walk by yourself?
all right. But I'll be close by if you need me.
Isn't she just wonderful?
Oh, Paul, please don't start anything.
Clint, I did not come here to tangle with what's-her-name. Came here for Vicky, and I came here for you.
Yeah, well, I wish our being here would mean something, was doing something. Vicky's been in there for hours.
It could be a good sign. The doctors are really taking care of the aneurysm, making Vicky good as new.
I'd like to believe that.
You're going to have to. And you know something? This family needs Vicky more than just being hale and hearty. I mean, she's got to be back the way she was, with her memory restored. Then our world will be right side up again.
Please, Victoria. It'd be so much easier if you just cooperate.
How did you do that?
You don't trust me, do you?
Why should I?
I've been your friend for a long time. Yours and your family's.
But that's impossible. I've never even seen you before now.
Oh, no, but I've seen you, and your father before you, and his father, and his father.
Wait a minute. Just exactly what are you, anyway?
Well, some people might call me a guardian angel.
You mean you're
Dead? Well, one says yes. I left the Vale of Tears behind me some 367 years ago. Before that, I served as a footman to the Lord family in England. Then there was a terrible business with the Mayflower. Well, that's another story. Just think of me as plain old Virgil.
plain old Virgil? This is ridiculous. I'm having a conversation with a 400-year-old ghost.
An angel. And believe me, the job's not as easy as it sounds. The Lord family's kept me on my toes for centuries.
And it's true? You know my father?
Victor Lord? Oh, a most exasperating soul.
You mean I'm going to see him again?
Well, naturally. You'll see all your dear departed again.
But it isn't possible.
Victoria, you're about to discover that anything is possible within the rules.
My father. And my mother?
They're waiting for you. Peace and contentment wait for you, too.